Hello, I'm Albert Mocrace from the Daily Technomancer. Today we are starting my solo Let's Play. There'll be a group Let's Play in a few days, but for now, there's me. So first, let's name our world. I'm going to name it Gallifrey. I'm using a new character, but the character has some gear from my older playthroughs. But new health stat. Yeah, we're probably going to just skip over the world generation, because this does take a while. But it does seem that we have a corruption world, which is nice. Hopefully we'll get a pyramid as well, since the desert's being generated. But no matter what we get, we'll manage somehow. Oh yeah. Because I do have some gear from my older playthroughs, I'm actually rather well equipped. This is a medium core setup. But I do have a rather good host of accessories. Namely, I have a shield of Ankh, which is rather powerful for preventing debuffs, though it's actually not the best item I could have chosen for a setup with a new character that has low health and relatively cheap armor. The reason being is that you get most buffs on contact with the enemy, except for like the most common debuff, which is potion sickness. And so, because we have low health, we actually need to do more kiting and avoiding contact. So we should actually never see those debuffs anyway. So the Ankh Shield is actually only truly useful for like unhappy accidents and for the like 4 extra defense. We probably actually would have done a bit better with any items that boost regeneration or similar, or with armor that deals damage on contact, which is usually the best option for when you want to be using a Shield of Ankh, because a lot of contacts with enemies will give you the debuffs, which the Shield of Ankh prevents. Doesn't prevent every debuff, of course, but it prevents a lot. I'll just give a quick overview of what I've taken from my old stuff. Fleeting Guide to plant fiber cordage, which is in my opinion a relatively important item, because rope. A cell phone, because you'd never leave home without a cell phone. Cobalt Repeater, it's an okay weapon. Platinum Bow, it's also an okay weapon. Not really much of a difference. I took golden armor and a few dyes to look pretty. I have the Architect Gizmo Pack, which I honestly recommend for anyone playing solo. It increases efficiency so much. The Ankh Shield. Mechanical Glove, rather good for melee. I'm not as much of a melee guy, but in case we do, it does give the spear insane and knockback, which is basically why I took it. Magic Quiver, because we do have a repeater and we do have an endless quiver to go with it, and Boots because mobility. I honestly should have taken something that will replace the Ankh Shield with something more healing based, given that we only have 100 health to start with. But we have to deal. Basically, that's the long and the short of it. The lighting engine in this game is very interesting. I've never really figured out exactly how it works, but this isn't bad. So, let's see, there's a chest. Getting a chest to spawn is pretty good. So I have to say I've had spawn that I've found even better. My personal favorite spawn has been the one where I got a living tree, because not only free wood, but it's basically like something you can directly begin building onto, which is great. Now, my intentions here are basically to build the first few houses like underground here. It's not really underground, I guess, because we are technically... Ooh, lead bar. That's nice. We got metal right off the bat. We're gonna need some dirt, so let's level this place. Basically, because we're essentially in a tunnel, we get a free roof. And we don't need the houses to be very big here, so we may as well. Also, you'll notice I've got some gold gear in my inventory. That's not for me, that's because when we do the multiplayer Let's Play, the guys are starting with new characters as well, so I promised that I would provide basic gold armor so that they can kind of start without having to deal with all of that, which I think is a relatively fair deal given that it can be annoying if you're starting from copper, especially because the Let's Play probably shouldn't just be us, like, digging for ore for 2 hours. So, I think I've cleared enough space here. Slime. And a bunny. Rest in peace, bunny. And the other thing that, basically, now that we have this tunnel that we're going to be building houses in, we're also going to be using the roof of it to build an orchard, basically. Because planting trees is efficient, and having wood is important, and because that thing is relatively farmable. I'll have to flatten it out a bit, but that's essentially irrelevant. I don't like how this thing looks right now, but that's fine. Let's see. Can we start building there? Yes, we can. That's good. We'll need a door. Love a door. Also, a bench. Auto pause can be a bit annoying. I haven't really figured out how auto pause is. And I'm gonna turn auto pause off. This really isn't worth the. This really isn't worth it. I turned auto pause on for the first time today because I thought it might be useful to be able to talk about my inventory a bit during the playthrough, without like risking too much death. But then again, we're only on medium core, so it's not like it really matters. So I've decided I'm just going to go back on that earlier decision. Let it go. We really do need to do now, though, is I am going to need to produce walls. The walls are honestly the hardest part of building any new house because you're either in empty space, so you have to actually get walls, or things go horribly wrong somehow, and you have to break down every single wall around you, which will take a while. I mean, we've got a nice hammer at least, so it's not like too bad, but yeah. Tear down that wall. Yeah, this is honestly my least favorite part of Terraria, the walls. They're probably the worst design system I've ever encountered. But at the same time, I think it's interesting that the walls can affect spawns, so it's not like it's completely bad, it's just, I think the concept is nice, but in practice it's annoying because you have to have like the specific tools for dealing with a completely different layer of items, which isn't something I would naturally favor. Do we want a wood wall? Wood grows back, and let's make wood walls. Right click to increase efficiency, that's all of my wood. I no longer have wood, what a shame. Now, I'm going to fast forward here a bit so that you guys can see what this will look like when it's finished without actually having to wait for me to build it. So, good morning there. So it's not exactly morning yet, but we are pretty close. So I've nearly finished the second house, but I need more wood so that I can actually build a chair and some stuff. I've also decided that 2 houses is all I'm actually going to build for now, but so I need to deal with the rest of this place here. So I'm cutting down some trees and terraforming the outcrop. We also haven't really gone around to explore much, which I guess I ought to, so once the sun gets up, we'll go exploring, but I would like to first kind of dig up this floating island. It belongs here. Oh, fell through right there. Right. The housing requirements in Terraria, I think, are a very interesting thing. How different sizes work and different dimensions work, but there are minimum and maximum sizes so that you can't, like, abuse just the housing engine too much. So that's good. Oh, look, there's a zombie here. See, this is the thing with the mechanical glove, that the knockback is really so insane that they don't actually pose a threat as long as you remember the zombie is there. This is why, I mean, the common spear is a really great item to find near the beginning of the game. Not necessarily because it does a lot of damage, but because most enemies just aren't good at resisting even the basic knockback. So as long as you can basically, like, keep them from walking into you, they will not hurt you. And so if you combine that with the mechanical glove's extra knockback, which takes you from strong knockback to insane and knockback, you're basically punting this zombie wherever you want it. Which is, in a sense, OP. This doesn't work for all enemies, it doesn't work forever. So, I mean, it's not like we're really abusing a bug or anything, because it's not a bug, first of all. But it gives us a bit of a tactical advantage. We don't have a light source, though. I've neglected to take a light source item or a grappling hook, because I think those are simply a part of every playthrough. And I'm about making those. So we don't actually get those as a starting bonus. Now, I did say I was going to flatten this a bit, but I'm not going to overdo it too much, because there's really only so much flattening that this place can need. What I do need, though, it does need to be covered in dirt, which it evidently isn't. It's been a long night, though. It's annoying. Well, it's not annoying, but it's... I'd like the sun to get up so that I don't have to keep torching around. The thing about medium core, in my opinion, is that it's not really much harder. It just kind of punishes you a bit more for being dumb, and it removes the option of too many kamikazes. Like, I remember on my first softcore character, what I would do is once I had gotten the piggy bank, I would basically, if I didn't have like a magic mirror so that I could teleport or whatever, I would just let my character die, because you don't lose the money from the piggy bank. And so all it would really mean is that I would respawn completely normally somewhere else. Oh look, an evil eye is trying to disrupt my labor. Oh bugger, I'm not gonna kill it with a torch. Yeah, but so this is a relatively long tunnel, so I think we'll be able to get a lot of good housing in here. So that's gonna be great. Sadly, not much ore in here, but that's fine. The guide is doing a pretty good job of not dying. I'm proud of you guys. Very proud of you. Interesting thing about combining a repeater with an endless quiver is you actually get free arrows. Like, I have arrows that I didn't make, because occasionally when you hit enemies, you get arrows back, even though you didn't expend any arrows in the process. I feel like that should be patched. Like, somebody really ought to go and just change that. But given that we're already in version 1.3 and nobody's ever dealt with it, I will assume that it's pretty intentional. So now that I've kind of terraformed it, I haven't terraformed it completely. I intend to cut more of these trees down. so that I can put... Ah, there we go, there's one. So that I can flatten it even more, but I don't want to, like, overdo it right off the bat. So I'll just put some down instead. This. So I think we have... Oh, strange plant. Okay, that's pretty damn good. We got a strange plant right off the bat. That also means we're going to need a third house, though, because we're going to get the merchant and the dye guy very quickly. Which is annoying, but... alas, I must deal. That evil eye is purple. That's a demon eye. Close enough. There we go. See, that one hit me. I didn't get that guy. What a shame. Let's see if it's suitable housing now. This housing is suitable. That's good. Good to know. We're gonna need more wood walls, but also a crafting station. So a lead animal. It's interesting how the metal you get varies from playthrough to playthrough. It's also wooden armor. We don't really need that right now. We're actually pretty well equipped. Dirt wall versus wood wall. I'd say wood. It's interesting how you can reverse the process to remake wood. I'm kind of surprised that you can actually do that, and I think it's kind of bullshit, but alas, I'm not the game designer behind it. So does this night just never end? I would like to build a third house now, please. I'm actually not going to build the third house right away because I don't think the dye merchant is important enough. Ooh, sorry. Also, tons of mushrooms. We're going to have a potion fest, basically. And we have... Oh, yes. See, things we have enough for. We have enough for a mana crystal. That's good. And it might be nice to make a campfire. So yes, guide if you get a campfire. I've put the gold in here because I don't want it cluttering up and slowing us down. And we've got metalworking options now. Also, it appears to be the day. I think I'm going to just build more during the night. So I'm going to explore now that it's the daytime. We've got a relatively fast motion, which is a very good bonus. Also, we have a safe. I did take the liberty of, after making this world, taking a chance to kind of put a vault here. Don't ask me when, but I did. Yeah. Anyway, rather interesting bit of land here. Pretty good fun. That's gross. That's so gross. I've honestly never seen something this gross before. Oh, look, the desert begins. It's actually not really that bad, but maybe there's a pyramid. It would be great if we got a pyramid. Pyramids. Okay. The thing I don't like about the desert is that it basically makes it very difficult to dig horizontally. So it's like above ground or bust most of the time. I'm going to assume that this is a hole. I mean, we can fly there. Okay, yes, this is a hole. I'm going to want to build a bridge over that on the way back or something. Or I can cell phone if it comes to it. Da, 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 da. The advantage, okay, so yes, we do indeed have a pyramid. Now we gotta dig it out. The big advantage that the cell phone does give, in my experience anyway, is that because it does tell you a lot of useful information, it can make a lot of difficult architecture projects a bit easier in this game, because various things like approximately how many tiles to the side you'll need to build, or something of the like, can actually be rather good to know. Also, yes, we've got moolah. It's fucking great. This is it's not that. Warding sandstone in a bottle. So we got defense bonus, we got metal, and we got some potions. To do an improved double jump. The real question is this worth replacing any of our current items with? My theory is no, but maybe if we get medium cord to death, it might still come to that. So, let's see where this goes. I mean, usually, I don't actually know how pyramids usually end. I've never been this deep in one. But, oh, this ends in a dungeon. Well, as someone with very good natural survival instincts, let me tell you that my very first instinct is we're sealing that hole. And we're going way back up. I do have an idea. Because it's really annoying to dig in the desert, making a house in the desert is annoying. But since we've got a pyramid, we could actually build a house in this. Probably doesn't continue forever, but if I go like here, I can probably dig out a good enough section to build in. Especially since it is sandstone, which means it's, well, sandstone brick. Which makes it pretty diggable. Oh yeah, the dye trader arrived because I got the plant. Means we don't actually have the merchant. Surprising, I usually see the merchant first. So, actually, I guess I'll put the merchant here. That could be interesting. Because this does require man-made walls, I'm going to have to make a few slight changes, I think. I don't think I can directly place the walls. Oh no, I can directly place the walls. That's interesting. Because for a lot of natural wall backings, you can't actually put them down. You can't actually put them down without... oh no, then I can just put the wall back up. You can't actually put them up without having without access to an edge of theirs, and because most natural dungeons don't give you access to an edge, you basically have to drive a hole from the surface level all the way down. I guess because these are brick walls, technically, they count as man-made. They don't count as man-made for the purpose of, like, defining this as a house, but they count as man-made enough for me to break them down. So I'm actually going to take this wall out. I actually should probably dig out the space first. But I'm going to turn this into a house so that later, once we have access to silk, I'm going to build a bed here because it's really good to have, like, a defendable spawn. Especially in the desert, because the desert doesn't really give you many, like, underground building options most of the time. Unless you do drive a hole down, or unless you just decide to say fuck it and build on the surface. But I don't like to build houses on the surface, because that just takes forever to get down into a mine. Especially, again, in the desert. Yeah, see, now oh, it's a traveling merchant. See, that's worth the call home. Yeah. We do have some money. We've got 350 basically. 350. Angel Halo is definitely not worth it. Zebra skin is definitely not worth it. Not worth it. Extended grip, also not worth it. I mean, sake is honestly the only good thing here. So as not to seem rude, after having checked out his wares, I will actually make him sell me some sake. Should we build another house here? Nah, let's build one in the desert. That's what we said we'd do. Look at all those mushrooms. It's great. Yeah, we should probably take down some foliage so more mushrooms grow. That's an interesting thing. It's that picking all the mushrooms doesn't actually help mushrooms grow. If you want mushrooms to grow, you need to be cutting down the foliage. So I accidentally picked up some mushrooms right there, but yeah, basically I think it's proportional to how many mushrooms there are in the area, and how many, then there's just the area for them to grow in. So that's why there's like large clumps of mushrooms sometimes, which is interesting. Also, I actually saw a very interesting method for how to get through, through the desert if you really do need to mine horizontally, which is basically if you take a good, relatively long grappling hook. And some 8 gold. That's really good. If you find that you have access to, let's say, about 8 blocks worth of sand vertically, and you have access to bombs, because those can break blocks, you use your grappling hook to hold onto the top block that you have access to, and you throw a bomb down. Because you throw the bomb down, it takes it a bit before you explode, so you swap to the block that you want to put down. Having swapped to that block, you basically spam it rather aggressively until the bomb goes. When the bomb goes, what will happen is that as the blocks are falling down, you will actually be able to put down that one block, 1 or 2. Depending on how many rows the bomb decides to affect. It's easy to blow yourself up, so like don't fuck up. But if you can do it without hurting yourself, then it's actually a rather efficient way to mine through. Mining through the desert in general, though, is really not a fun task. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't necessary. Once you have access to the teleporters, or if you're just like deciding that you're going to bring some teleporters in, then it doesn't even like matter for you, because what you can actually do instead is if you get a minecart tunnel that ends in a teleport, it will actually teleport the minecart that like as you're riding on it. So that can be a relatively efficient way to get a tunnel or like method of travel across the world using the teleporter. I mean, you can teleport across the world too, but if you're going for minecarts, because minecarts do have the advantage that you can get off wherever, this is how you can bridge the desert if you don't want it to go above ground. I personally don't like to do above ground tracks in the desert because the enemies are annoying and there's cactuses everywhere. Oh, see, the desert ends just here. We actually have a rather thin desert once you get past the big hole. So now let's just see how far this goes. A few more jars. So it's worth realizing that I've actually, I accidentally loaded the world that we were going to use for the multiplayer Let's Play. Not the solo Let's Play, but that doesn't matter. We got one world for each. But that also means that this is actually a Crimson world, not a Corruption world, so I apologize for misinforming. Let's see, if we can find the angler, that would be cool. Oh, the jungle. The jungle is always on the other side of the world as the dungeon, so that we at least now know that the dungeon is definitely going to be to the east. Rest in peace, slime. What do we have here? Wooden boomerang, unimpressive. Oh yeah, see, the merchant arrived. So he's going to go to the desert house, which will be interesting. I may actually begin making a whole new housing colony, like in the desert, just because that pyramid is so perfect, because it provides its own bricks and everything. Let's see where this goes. We're on medium core, so it'd be kind of sad to lose all of the good gear down here, but I think we can go at least a bit in. Worst comes to worst, we'll call for help. I honestly love the cell phone so much. It has like a much more humorous feel to it than the magic mirror. I feel like the magic mirror isn't even all that impressive. Let's see, mud block. There are things I can't pick up, or did we actually pick everything up? No, we actually picked everything up. That's good. We're full now. Sand blocks, mushrooms, oh yeah, I can put the sandstorm in a bottle here. Doesn't have much effect there. Strange plant, stop by the dye merchant. Seriously, what here is worth throwing out? That is annoying. Actually, presumably the flowers will grow back. The wooden boomerang is also pretty bad. Oh, it's nice to know what's here. Let's keep going. I'd like to find a bee eventually. Honey is good. Especially because the infinite fluid glitch still exists. I thought they'd patched that in 1.3, but apparently no, it just kept going. I hate bats. They're probably the most annoying enemy in this game. Cause, like, they're difficult to target with most weapons. And they're very, like, rude. So rude. Honestly, boots that will let you fly are very useful to have, in my opinion, in Terraria. Because Terraria makes it difficult to do overhangs, especially when you're at a phase where you still haven't actually gotten a grappling hook. Ow, some damage there. So we took 8 damage from a bat, and we're wearing pretty decent armor. I mean, it's only gold, so it's not, like, ultra decent, but you would think that you'd be able to survive a few bat bites in a suit of solid gold. There we go, there's the travel guy. Oh, that's... Okay. Wand of Sparking, that's actually pretty good. So, I mean, we have too few mana to really make use of a Wand of Sparking, but it's like one of the... It's not a great magic item, it's not very good as a magic item either, it's like pretty... Oh. Ow. That was fun. It's pretty but... not happy. Happy. I'm just not gonna go down there, that looks too ominous. Oh, that's the Crimson. This is where the repeater comes in handy. Eat my arrows. We'll take damage here from the plants, probably. Because the local shrubbery is a bit aggressive. I just want to find the angler. I think the angler is supposed to spawn on the other side of the world in the dungeon, so I think we're heading in the right direction. But it may be just the opposite. Hard to tell. So it's getting to nighttime. We're in the Crimson during the nighttime. This is not exactly a happy situation. Oh, this is Crimson. This is the desert mixing with the Crimson. A bit. That's why there's sand. There's the second desert. Pretty steep desert, I haven't seen that in a while. Ooh, mushroom. I don't know how we even got that one. We didn't dislodge it, I think. Oh, happy. Good to see we've got sunflower. It doesn't need anywhere. This is also a nice place. I'd probably build here if I needed more space. Jars. Our inventory is mostly full. Let's ignore the jars. Magic yo. Okay, we're like 500 from the edge, so we're gonna be... Oh yeah, there we go. We're at the beach! Oh yes, oh my god, there is a zombie coming out of the ocean. Oh god, what have I done? That's probably the worst decision I've made in a while. Probably shouldn't have jumped into the sea. Okay. There we go. Oh, we got some platforms. Can we... Oh, I'd have to build it like a bridge. And then we're going hunting. Come on, jellies. Come and get me. I need glow sticks. It's all fun and games till you get a shark, though. Oh yeah, there's the sleeping angler. So I was right in my theory. Yeah, the major jungle should the major jungle and the angler should always be opposite to the major dungeon. Hello there. Okay, yeah, freed him. So now we just gotta collect our platforms and go home. He doesn't have a house though, so I'm just gonna kind of wander around until we house him. But at least I won't have to go all the way back here to get him. I like the effects of this lighting engine. I think it's got a very nice style to it. So, I'd like to get a few more sticks ornaments down here. Oh, jellyfish necklace! We got lucky. Farming jellyfish necklaces is apparently like a common. Oh, we got some. Oh, sea chips. Oh, and drowning. Drowning, also drowning. Yeah, that was a close call. I got a bit too enthusiastic. I may actually temporarily swap out the egg shield for when we go there. But now, oh, I don't want to deal with you, guys. Yeah, we got enough for another mana crystal. Good. We've got a furnace. Did I put anything in this chest? No, good, because I'm going to dig it up. Furnace down. For advanced crafting. Platinum. So what are our options? Heavy workbench. That might be nice to have. Yeah, some more metal options. Glass kiln wouldn't be bad either, but let's just start with this thing. We still have the materials for the glass kiln, and now I figured we wouldn't have enough after that. I put this chest in here. We're not going to need it right away. Bars. Let's see what we've got. Come on, pretty colors. What did we get? I can't seem to see it. Oh, purple ooze. No. Let's see what we can do. Does purple ooze suit us? Yeah, let's go with that. I don't think that's too bad. It's pretty stylish, actually. I could dig that. Oh, come on, guide. Of all the places for the guide to go, he's just deciding to stand where I myself would like to be. Let's get a few fallen stars. We need to keep that mana growth going. And so we saw a sea chest, so we probably ought to go there to go get it, but that takes a while. Plus, I was actually hoping to explore the other way. Stars. But we don't actually know what's on this side. I like how there's a mushroom. Like, how does the mushroom get orphaned from the ground? Oh, yes. Good. Frosty. So many stars. Imagine if we had a star counter right there. These solo Let's Plays are probably not going to be as much of a big deal as the group Let's Plays, but there are still things I occasionally like to showcase and demonstrate, so this will hopefully end up being a process from the very beginning all the way up to hard mode, but we'll see how it goes. We don't want to drown. The armor is pretty good at protecting us at these fish. Oh, see, there's the... Okay, so here, the crimson is once again mixing with the desert, making whatever the demonic sand is called. I think it's called ebon sand, but I'm not too knowledgeable on the sand types. Purple rocket boosters look great. Yeah. So I think those are poisonous mushrooms, I would assume. They do something unpleasant for sure. I mean, it's not like they'd let a healing item grow in the crimson. We're taking a bit of... Yeah, there we go. And that is pretty bad. So we've buried most of our gear. rather deep into the Crimson now. And okay. So, I mean, I do have spare gear here. Thank goodness, right? We're not actually going to need much of this, so let's just take a bit of light gear. Yeah, see, this is the sort of thing you don't want happening on a very... This is the stuff you don't want to happen often. Probably going to have to stay here through the night, so I'm just going to... I'm going to wait here, and I'll fast forward for you guys. Because it doesn't appear that we're very prepared for dealing with the outside world. I mean, like, we could fight our way through, but I don't really want to be in the Crimson when I can't see it. Yeah, see, we don't even have rocket jumps now. We gotta do this the plebeian way. Plebeian. Oh well. I mean, yeah, we could still totally get everything back. It'll be there. It will just take a bit of walking. If you look at the map there, the background, it's gonna be a bit. In fact, let's see how far it'll be. Yeah, see, that's not even a viewable distance, apparently. Ow, that hurt. I think once we get the gear back, that'll be the end of today's Let's Play. I hope I haven't been too boring. It will get more interesting as I get closer to, like, having what I want prepared to fight bosses. I want to find some life crystals so I can build heart lanterns. For those of you unfamiliar, heart lanterns are built using the heart crystals that increase your permanent health. What they do is that when you're in their area, like a campfire, they provide a healing buff. The difference being that, A, this is a bit stronger than the campfire buff, and that it stacks with it. So between the two, you can actually get a rather intense heal going. Because there is a limited amount of heart crystals in the world, you don't want to waste all your heart crystals on these. But you don't need that many heart crystals to increase your life to maximum either, so... There's definitely almost always an excess. Okay, we got a healing potion. That's at least nice, I guess. Don't really like dealing with the frosts. The cold debuff isn't nice. Come on, we need to get there quickly. Okay, I don't see shit. We're blind. Gone blind. Oh, there we go. Money. So close, yet so far. Yeah, this is part of what I was talking about medium core mode. That in soft core mode, you either like let the money go and just like suck it up, or you come back for it, but you've got all your gear, so it's not like difficult getting all your stuff back. While when you're dealing, oh Jesus, that's not. See, that's annoying. That costs us 17 health. Okay, this is just this is like hell cactus. Leave me alone. I just want my stuff back. If we die again, this will be annoying because I don't have an infinite amount of these either. Come on, gotta run. No movement, speed buffs, fall damage. Lots of fall damage. See, we don't even have a proper weapon. Like, I could probably have gone to get ore and, like, smelted a weapon, but no, I'm just like on the run. See, the moment we get the cell phone back, everything's tight. Like, we'll be fine. But right now, this is like hell. Especially now, because I can't jump that high. So I'm going to have to mine this Chimera, whatever it's called. I'm going to have to mine it. Come on, we need to survive. Okay, at least we're healing. That's like progress. Ow, see, that hurts a lot. Okay, there's this hellish looking thing. I'm bailing. Goodbye, cruel world. Fuck! Yeah, see? Blood crawler. That thing's just stuck there now. I don't know why he even did that. That was bad. Well, we've got one set of armor left, so I guess we get to have one last try. Stabby thing. Alright, and off we go. Again. Alright, let me steal a torch. Need the light. The movement speed is just so bad. It's not even like we're hustling. We've got the copper short sword. That's now our only weapon. Beyond like the gold pickaxe. Alright, once we get that gear back and the old gear back, that's when this Let's Play will end. So it will be good to get some stuff. Just gonna kind of dig while running because I don't want to waste time. I'd say there's a lesson to be learned here, but there really isn't. Honestly, that fall damage was kind of just bad luck. Like, had I been attacked or mobbed, I would have just cell phoned, but there are limits. Arguably, a pair of wings would have helped us a lot, but most pairs of wings are A, pretty hard to get, not as interesting. So I felt like it would have been cheating to just show up to the game with a pair of wings. I think the current gear setup, while it did help, like, a lot, wasn't particularly OP. It wasn't, like, an end-game boss fighting outfit. It was just kind of, like, nice nudges in the right direction to speed up the Let's Play process. Rope, that will help. See, had we had that rope, we wouldn't have died there. Torches don't work underwater. Jellyfish necklace would be nice here, that's irrelevant. We got no proper weapons. Sand is actually a great weapon on its own, but can we mine this effectively? Not while running, apparently. Oh, there's that guy. Yeah, come on. There we go. Because Terraria doesn't give you too many moving options, like you basically just run and jump. Timing your jumps like well and using the changes in the terrain to your advantage does help a lot. It basically is like the only proper way to like really avoid. Oh Jesus! See now they've cornered me. Okay, now they haven't. Yeah, see, these things are faster than you, so it's not like you can really... Oh, see, that's bad. That's really bad. Might bite the bullet here. Again. No, 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 no. Okay, we at least get this back. Now we're just being chased, but... Okay, we can totally manage. Ugh. It's so bad. Okay. So we've dug our way into the corner here. Potion. Ow. See, now that backfired pretty spectacularly. Look. Okay, we've got 40 health, a healing potion. We're being mobbed. Basically. That is the... Okay, we're good for about one more attack and then we die. I'd like to go get up there again. No. Yeah, you can see I tend to crack up a bit under pressure. I've never really been good under pressure, like, in the first place, but when it's on under pressure for, like, the telly... This isn't really the telly, but you know what I mean. For the internet. Oh yes, there we go. Everything's all coming back now. Even the stuff we don't really need. Also lots of armor we don't really need. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of throw the gold armor away repeatedly till I get the thing that I've been looking for. Okay, we want the antlion. That's a very interesting thing. That, like now, there's actually lots of stuff here that we'd like to get, but to kind of sort the inventories out first. Whatever. Give me all of my things. I wish there was an auto-equip button or something that would, like, help in cases like this, because I feel drastically overwhelmed by the fact that I'm doing this in the Crimson. Put all these on. I'm actually going to drink the sake. Actually, no, I'm not. Screw it. Die, die, die. Except this time, let's not die. You know, you feel me? So what's that? Mandible. Oh yeah, I still need. I don't want pants. I want these pants. I want these. I want these. Glow sticks, yes, we want those. What do we throw away for glow sticks? We're throwing away. We got 2 wands of sparking, one of these is going away. And we got our antlion mandible. Oh yeah, we need our godly hammer. And a good axe. Explains why these are going away. And now we're not taking these blocks. Okay, you can see now everything that is angry at ours for existing has gathered here. Basically in the hopes of kicking our asses. Thus, it is now our turn for revenge. By that I mean, I'm going to dig a hole here and I'm going to shoot down at them like a coward. We can actually phone home now, so that's good. It'd be funny if I died of fall damage again. Oh, see, that's probably why they couldn't get to us. They couldn't get in there that way. That's the interesting thing, that some passages can be one way in Terraria because of this weird, like, way how motion is calculated diagonally. Which is why you can actually make this rather interesting, like, hook-shaped block configuration that you can walk into but you can't get out of. It's a very common trap against zombies because their AI has the same block size as you do, and so they'll actually get trapped there, like, perfectly. So we've got all our stuff back. This is a wonderful day. Let's just keep running this way. I want to find the dungeon and then we're ending this. Yeah, see, now it's just this guy. Come back if you at night if you want to enter. We'll have to build an arena basically to fight the Skeletron. Fighting Skeletron isn't hard necessarily, but it can be tedious, so it really does help to have an arena that, like, spans the surroundings. Loot all? Can we take those? I guess we can. I like how... Oh, is that the Lesser Healing Potion? I guess 30 is the max stat. Wouldn't have suspected that, had I not just found out. I think this is a... Well, no, let's make it to the end. Let's try to, because, I mean, we died in the process once, so why not die in the process a second time? You feel me? Ooh, this is nice. I'm gonna go fishing here at some point. I'd like to build a house over that, like, I'm gonna plant a tree and build a tree house. Actually, we've got acorns. We could totally do that now. Oops. Nope. Don't want to be down there. So we've got 863 rope. That's a lot of rope. We've got dirt blocks. It'd be cool to have dirt blocks right now. Apparently not. I'll cut this tree down. It's not much wood there. We can do. Where's the dirt going? We've got to have a dirt block in here somewhere. There we go. The dirt blocks kind of have a boring color, so they're sometimes a bit difficult. difficult to spot in the inventory if you're not like carrying them at the top. That's not like, you know, it's not all important, but that's kind of how I feel about dirt blocks. So we don't even have room for corn. That's silly. See, okay, there we go, that's what we needed. It'll take a moment for this to get green so that I can plant my acorn. Oh no, actually I succeeded at planting this. Yeah, see, I can't plant in those yet. Then I will plant my treehouse. So many mushrooms. It's like, this is going to be a healing potion bonanza. Does anybody use the term bonanza anymore? Or is it just me? I feel like it should be confirmed again. So you need to be carrying this for it to work. Oh, where did I... Oh! Why are there chests everywhere in this world? What is this? This spawn is like rigged to be full of stuff. So the night's pretty long, so I'll just fast forward here again. Unless something interesting happens. Alrighty. So, I mean, it's not morning yet, but we're basically getting there. I mean, it's about midnight, really, but I've decided that maybe it's been long enough for the green to sprout. Hard to tell. Regardless, I also think this will be a more interesting place to spend the night. Instead of just kind of standing here. That one sapling. Okay, yeah, see, now they're starting to do the thing. Oh, star. Damn. The thing I like about the repeater in conjunction with the magic quiver is that because the repeater is already pretty fast, the speed just gets so much better for killing everybody, and that the chance to not consume arrow tends to help with like high fire rate weapons like these. Basically like the mini shark, except it's arrows. Compared to the mini shark, I think it's a bit better for me and a bit worse in terms of like, say, straight DPS, etc. But it's definitely better for my uses because I don't like to have to waste the metal or the money to make musket balls. But you can do this relatively cheaply. Producing arrows is cheap, and because usually the endless quiver will actually allow you to make extra arrows. I'm actually, the only arrows I really have to make are fire arrows, which is just, you know, take the arrow and stick stuff onto them. Or Jester's arrows, but I don't have an inventory slot for those right now, so not going to do that. I wish the land would sprout a bit more, though. I was hoping to build my treehouse, but alas. But alas. It's close, so I can see. Look at all these fireflies. This would have been a great night if I had bought the insect catching net, the butterfly net, but I hadn't yet because we haven't gotten that far. There needs to be like a fertility grass potion thing. Like a bag of fertilizer. You know what? I'm gonna try and see what I can do from here. Assuming you can't just shoot down. Oh, you can totally shoot down. Yeah, that works. That's perfect. Shooting gallery. That's what we need. Tree house with a shooting gallery. Oh yeah, I had promised I'd go to the end of the world, right? Yeah, we're pretty close. Oh, that was pretty bad. Consume. Yeah, see, potion sickness. Ink shield doesn't help for that. I'm not saying I complain about what the ink shield does, I'm just saying that, like, that's the most common debuff you'll get, and that's exactly what it doesn't help for. Which is understandable, because if there was no potion sickness debuff, we'd all be spamming potions, because, I mean, mushrooms are a renewable resource, but... Still, there are items that shorten the potion sickness debuff, but those are, again, only useful if you have a lot of potions that you can afford to spam. So, it's basically, neither is winning, but I guess I prefer the ink shield a tiny bit. Just because it does also boost my defense. The nice thing about mobility boosting items is that if you use them during the night, you have a pretty good chance of finding a lot of stars along the way. If something is going on down there in the sand. Can't really tell what, but something is. Yeah, now we're at the beach. Anyway. I think that's a good point to leave off this Let's Play. It has been a lovely time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. If you have any comments or critiques or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and get ready for our multiplayer Let's Plays, which are coming soon.